This week we're in Eau Claire, Wisconsin to check out this really neat oddity shop that I found online. Oh, and I'm with my awesome friends as well. And I can't wait to show you what's inside because I absolutely did not believe what I saw. The sign said smile today, so make sure you got a big smile on. Hey all you colorful sprinkles, it's me Willow, and this week I was originally going to go to the zoo but it was closed, so we went to Mabels, and you will not believe what's in here. I could not believe my eyes from the moment we walked in the door. I just was overwhelmed with all the cool little trinkets they had. Check out this little hungry hippos, it's so cute. They had a little bit of everything: shoes, pictures, taxidermy, musical instruments, oddities galore. And this is just stuff you don't usually see in antique stores. So it was really neat to be able to go and see this stuff in person. One thing that is important to let you know before you come here is that Mabels only accepts cash. So if you're gonna come here and you're planning on buying things, make sure you bring some cash with you because they don't take card. Another thing you need to know is not everything is for sale. There were things with price tags on it. However, a lot of the stuff that I wanted to buy unfortunately was not for sale and was part of the owner's collection. So maybe treat this like a museum visit, and if you happen to find something cool, definitely take it home. But this is definitely a place to go to just look at a really cool collection. Like I said, I don't know how they make money, but they do sell a few things like pins and a couple toys here and there. But most of the stuff, the big stuff that you see, was not for sale, or if it was, there was a few things that were marked pretty high up. There was neat stuff. I mean, I can't blame them. This would be hard to let go of any of this stuff. I know I've seen that little fuzzy dude before, and at first I thought it was the Russian cartoon Cheburashka, but on closer inspection, I don't think it was because the ears were much too small. And speaking of Russian things, they had nesting dolls, which was really neat. They had little thimbles. I mean, just look at this shelf alone. This is one shelf. And then over here, we've got all these monkey toys. And having a closer look at the monkeys, a lot of them had the same face mold, which was kind of neat to see. It just looks like they took the same face mold and changed it over time. And then I first thought that was a Sammy Skates, but it's actually a Happy Bear, which is a similar knockoff brand. It's also important to look up in the store because they have so many things lined all the way to the ceiling. I was also happy to see Charlie McCarthy here. Unfortunately, his mouth was a bit broken. He was missing his monocle, and his top hat kind of looked like it deflated into a bucket hat. So he was a little bit in a beat up condition. I have one at home as well. Almost the exact same kind, I think. And he was holding the hand of this skeleton. When I was chatting with the store employee, he was telling me that the owner of this store basically goes to like garage sales, antique stores throughout Wisconsin and Iowa and finds these things just laying around. And that's what I love to do as well. So I very much understand the appeal of this awesome collection. One of the things I really wanted to buy that weren't for sale were these awesome marionette puppets that they found. They're really old looking and they just have such amazing hand-painted paper mache faces. It was really neat to see them all together in a collection, but it was also a shame that they didn't have them for sale. I wonder what kind of wisdom you can find inside the books of knowledge. They had several volumes. Even the king made an appearance.
King in the castle, king in the castle.
Never before have I seen such unique sock monkeys. These ones all looked handmade and they looked like they had different character themes. And Charlie McCarthy wasn't the only dummy I saw. They also had a Howdy Doody marionette puppet. It was a little bit crackly, but I like it that way. I love that little bit of patina. And like I said, none of the marionette puppets were for sale, which was a shame because I would want to take them all home. Some of you might remember my pet dove Ditto who passed away about a year ago. It was neat to see another dove like this close up. Now, doves can't be taxidermied. They actually get freeze dried because their skin is too thin and won't work in the taxidermy process. If you are a fan of jewelry though, they do have a large amount of jewelry for sale behind the front counter. So that is something you could take home with you. But like I said, not everything in the store was for sale, which is a shame because I saw this really cute fly ashtray. I would have gotten it for Caden just because he likes bugs and I thought it was really neat looking and it's really unique, but unfortunately, once again, not for sale. This old trunk had a date on it from 1881. That's really old and it's such beautiful colors and in great condition for its age. If you are tall though, you might want to be careful walking through the store. Just watch your head because there is stuff hanging above everywhere. And I mean everywhere. There is not a space in the store that isn't taken up by something that catches your eye. It was neat to see how intricate old toys were, like this painted mini piano. This dollhouse belongs to a bunch of little bears that live here, and it's really cute to see them, except for it appears there has been a murder. At least it looks like it. Look at the mess, and then there's a bear on the floor laying dead next to those light brights. Someone better solve that mystery. The amount of taxidermy in the store was insane though, and some of the things that they had taxidermy of was incredible. I'm not even going to begin to name half the animals I see. I'll get them all wrong. At least I know this is a camel. I got that one right, and although it's not a taxidermy, it looks like Joe Camel. If you're into motorcycles, they did have a lot of Harley Davidson stuff. That's all for sale. And so are these pins as well. If you look at these pins, they have a wide collection of them. A lot of them are various logos that I don't recognize. And they have little tchotchkes, but nothing that I saw caught my eye. No clowns, which is a shame because I love clowns. But if you like pins, they're about $5 a piece. Or if you buy 3, you can get 1 free. They had a lot of old books. One of them was interesting, the Cinderella book. I think it's sheet music, but I'm not fully sure. Some of the taxidermy was for sale as well, like this bat here on the wall. It's $250 if you want a bat for your house. I don't know how I feel about that. The person working here also told me that there was a bunch of stuff that had been salvaged from old buildings, and I can only imagine how those buildings looked with these unique lamps hanging from the ceiling. And taxidermies weren't the only thing on display. Check out these lovely bones placed inside such a beautiful display. Ah, to be a girl sitting in a clock, just watching this awesome collection every day, I can only imagine. A more gruesome side of the collection shows this nun in a casket. Very interesting picture. The store was so nice to set up a little area for mice to sit. Although if I was a mouse, I probably wouldn't hang here too long. I might end up stuffed. I would have loved to take home this beautiful candelabra, but I don't think A, I could afford it, or B, I don't think it was for sale either. One thing I did keep coming back to was this crazy cat mask. It looks so much like Nikki's cat Edgar.
Hello, I'm Edgar, Nikki's cat. To catch next week's video, hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Now back to the video. Thanks
for that shout out, Edgar. It was about time to leave, but I wanted to do one more scan of the store because there was just so many things. It's so easy to overlook things. And in fact, one of the things that I had overlooked was pointed out to me by my friends. Check out the little symbol monkey. I've always wanted one, and I don't know who she is standing up there, but this lady was up here too. I also spotted this cute kalimba. Love kalimbas. They have such a great sound to them. And this uniform, I think it's a flight uniform. It says lieutenant on it, so I assume that's what it's for, but it was sitting in the corner. And then speaking of in the corner, there's this cool unicycle. And I'm always finding great little pictures. This is a neat vintage picture of Disneyland in California. Look at that. That's old. I don't know how old it is. It didn't have a date on the back, but I love old classic Disney photos and theme park photos. Really neat. If you're in downtown Eau Claire, make sure you check out Mabels. They have so many cool things here. I'm going to put the address up here so you can pause the video and take a picture of that and maybe visit it yourself next time you're in town. But until next time, I'm Willow. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please give this a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next week.